Okay, so welcome to our Monday night team call. So normally I want to kind of like Tracy was asking me, she's because like when I dove into this, I was like, okay, I don't know that we need to commit to a call every Monday night, but I think that we need to connect tonight. I normally, or kind of what I had been doing was having a new advocate call on the first Monday of the month. However, I feel like most of our new advocates had the new call, or if you're a newer advocate, I sent you last month's call in which is just the same. So it's so important to connect as a team. I feel like honestly, the people that are going to show up to team calls are going to have more success than the people that don't show up to team calls. If your business isn't growing, it's because typically a lot of times you're not plugged in, right? We all want our business to grow, but I see a lot of people, it seems like that like want their business to grow and they're doing some things, but they're not plugged in as a team. And that's the missing piece. Like we all have these big goals or you wouldn't be on here. And a lot of you have been with me since the beginning and we've literally made leaps and bounds with growth, with just team stuff, with learning how to navigate through a skincare and beauty makeup skincare line that I never ever dreamt that I would ever be a part of. But we just had a lot of fun and we've grown and we've hit some really cool goals. So I want to kind of chat about this month being, a complete rare month. As far as it's not going to get the spark, you guys, the like flat fancy objects are not going to get better than it is this month with the Mother's Day sale, with Power Light coming out, because guess what? Next month, don't know of anything coming out, right? So this is where you have to utilize what they're giving us and use this as your ammo. If you don't, then we're not going to hit the goals, because if we're going to do something big, it should be right now. Because we know that anything we do right now, any ground we cover, any seeds we plant, any breadcrumbs we drop are going to make a difference in June, in July, and so on, right? The people we reach this month, they get their hands on the product, it's going to flow into the months to come. So Claire and I have something that we're going to do together to help you guys, but basically your 1 year goal depends on right now. So whatever you want in 1 year to 2 years to 5 years, if you're going to be here that long, and you should be, because we always need to look at goals, not just like by the month, or is this going to work, or what if this doesn't work, or whatever, it's going to work, like it's going to freaking work if we continue to show up. But your year goal and what you have as an advocate and the income you want to make and the team you want to grow and the people you want to reach and whatever it is, the story you want to share is going to depend on what you share right now. And it's not necessarily, I know so often, and I talk a lot about fear and discouragement because it's a real thing, right? We all feel it. We all go through times where we're like, I can't sign the advocate. Nobody's scheduling a party. I can't. So-and-so says no. It seems like nobody wants to join, right? And we define our success by whether or not we got a sale. We define our success by whether or not we signed the advocate and hit the goal. And it's not any of that. It's literally this and your consistency to show up, to be absolutely relentless in the fact that I'm going to succeed. Like, I don't know, every new month stinks because you get to the new month and you're like, big fat what? Like freaking zero TV, zero PV, and it's not very uplifting, right? But we all start at zero again. We all start over, and it's literally a matter of I never know. I never ever know. It's not like I'm coming into this month and I'm like, I know I'm going to sign this many people up. I'm going to spread the opportunity and I'm going to sell this much. I don't know. I have no idea what my month's going to hold, right? But I know I can't control what the numbers are going to look like, what the rank's going to look like. But what I can control is what I do to show up every single day. The daily tasks, my heart, how I share it, how authentic I am, how much I share, all the things, right? And really just my willingness to get better, my willingness to be consistent and get better and not worry about failing, but failing forward, and worry about just being here for the moment, right? A lot of times it's like, I don't know how I'm going to make this happen, but I'm here for it. And you guys hopefully feel the same way, just because I want you to feel that way. I really, truly want you guys to not come into a month feeling like shit, like this is discouraging, and how am I going to make this work? I had such a good month last month. You know, we have brand new advocates that hit really good. Kayla's not on the call, but Kayla almost hit executive in her first full month, and it's amazing, right? It's so freaking awesome. And sometimes we come off of those months thinking, okay, well, that was my first month. Am I going to be able to do that again? Right? And the answer is yes, you can. The answer is you just might need to reach a few more people, but we don't count those recurring orders. We forget to count those, and those show up because people buy skincare, and then hopefully they want to know more about the makeup, right? Because they fall in love with the one or the other, and vice versa. And the recurring orders are something that you never count up, but you never really count on, I should say. But then, and a lot of times it's like, okay, how am I going to make this rank work with what I have? Okay, well, you're going to share the advocate opportunity. Like Constance and I say, it always adds up. Little things add up, and over time you create this goal that you set out to do because you showed up and you freaking like didn't let fear and doubt get in your way. So, okay, what am I gonna? So I really want this month to be where we really take ownership of our business, because I want to hit, as a team, I've shared this with you guys, but last month I wanted to hit visionary. But I didn't know necessarily if that was super practical, just for various reasons. And that's okay. It's okay to be practical with ourselves and be like, okay, I want to hit this goal, but like, okay, is it really practical this month? But but here it is. And I'm ready. And this was actually the end of May was my visionary goal. So as a team, it takes us all. It takes every single one of us. I can't do this on my own. Like, ain't even going to attempt to say that I can. I can control what I do. I can't control what our team does, right? But if we want to rise up together as a team, we have to work together. And if you guys, and that's going to trickle down into your businesses, right? Because when we are all on the same page and we're all connected and we're all just showing up authentically and we have this fire, I can't describe the feeling. And I know you guys know, but a lot of you newer advocates, I can't describe the feeling of when your team is literally on fire and you're just freaking spreading fire. And then you have advocates who are doing the same thing. And then you have advocates getting wins. And then it's just like this ripple effect that blows up. And that's what we have to focus on, right? And that doesn't happen just like with a snap of fingers. It happens because we said, we're going to have a freaking amazing month and we're going to do the things and show up and do the best we can, right? So let's think about like really treating our business as the CEO that we are, because like we're a CEO of our own business. And when you own that and really take ownership of that and believe that you can do all these amazing things, because you totally can. And I always say this, but I'll say it over and over and over again, is you won't achieve anything you don't believe. And so I want you guys this month to create a goal that is kind of seems a little, I don't want to say far-fetched, but I want you to create a badass goal, for lack of better words. I want you to create a goal that seems like it's maybe a little out of reach, but if we don't set the goals that are bold, but we set them based on fear, because what if I don't hit it or whatever, right? So we pipe down a notch because we're afraid that whatever the case is. Okay, I don't want you to do that. I want you to just get aggressive. Like Claire said, get aggressive with your goals, because that's when you're going to prove to yourself, that's when you're going to show up more, right? It's like setting a goal saying like, I want to hit 10,000 PV. Okay. That's a really, I mean, that can be a real strenuous goal to hit. But if I set that goal, I'm probably going to get closer to that than I would have had I said, okay, I'm just going to hit 2 PV. Not that I'm not saying just 2 PV, like that's not enough. I'm just saying if I lower that back down and I don't allow myself to see my potential, then I'm going to literally just let myself off the hook from the get-go, because I'm like, all right, yeah, this month's going to be crazy. I'm busy. I've got all these things. There's just no way I can make that work. And I don't know about my time commitment, and I don't know about my commitment to my business. And you just start playing all these things in your head when all you have to do is show up and continue to share and build upon what you did each day. Okay, so really quickly, I want you guys to just in the chat, I want you guys to comment on a scale from 1 to 10. And I'm giving Anna a huge shout out because she signed up today and she's literally like a boss coming in here. Did the new advocate call that was recorded from April. I sent her another call. She's already talking to people trying to get to Smart Start Level 1 and did a post about her makeup because she's been using Crunchy products. So I'm so proud of you for just jumping in here. But I want, on a scale from 1 to 10, I want you to share your commitment to your business. Okay. And I want you to share this month, like, what are you going to commit to yourself this month? Like maybe before this call, you were like, like feeling like drugged down by your goals, because that's a real thing. Like you can allow yourself to feel overwhelmed, but that's a choice to allow yourself to feel overwhelmed. I didn't know that for a really long time. So I want you to think about what is your commitment to yourself and what is your commitment to you, to yourself as a business owner. And then I want you to, in the chat, just for fun, I want you to, because I think this is good to put this out there, I want you to share a limiting belief, whatever that is, about maybe you can't do this or you want to reach this goal, but you're scared or whatever the limiting belief is. And then I want you to cancel the limiting belief out. And you can write, it'd be fun to see it in the chat, but I think this would be a fun exercise for you guys to do too for just this month. But then I want you to cancel that thought with something that you're proud of, with something that you know, like you doubt that, but you can do that because why? So cancel that out because, I mean, really, consistency always wins. That could be where you cancel it out. Like I'm afraid that we won't hit visionary as a team this month, or doubt creeps in and I don't know if I can help all my advocates reach their goals. And if I don't help them reach their goals, and they don't get wins, then what if I don't? And all these things start cycling, and it's just you getting in your own head essentially. Because at the end of the day, consistency always wins, and patience and showing up. So I would love to read through that when you guys get through that, just as a thought. I think that's cool to like take a limiting belief and then cancel that with something that trumps that thought. Okay, so something we're going to do, and Claire's going to really talk about something here in a minute that's really going to be, I'm super excited about this. We're really going to do a lot of co-creating this month to help you guys literally, like, I don't want to say hold your hands because we're going to match your effort, right? It's up to you. This is your business. This isn't like, this is your responsibility, but we want to help and match your effort. And we want you to freaking blow up the month with success. So, hi, Katie. So, I want you guys to, sorry, off track. So what we're going to do is I have a post that I've crafted, and Claire has a post idea that she's crafted about the business opportunity. I know a lot of times we get in our head about how to share the business opportunity. And Claire brought up a good point, that it seems like sometimes people are heavy on the mission aspect of sharing the business, and some people are heavy on the business income aspect. Okay. There's no right or wrong way. It's just that some people don't come into this for a business opportunity. Some people come into this because they're absolutely blown away by Crunchy's mission and what they stand for and what they're doing for women and women empowerment and all the things, right? But some people come into it with a business, and maybe it's a combination of both. So we have crafted posts for you guys to literally use what we said. Not that we know all the answers, not that we have the right words, just because I know how hard sometimes it can be to find the words, so you're welcome to tweak it. So we're going to give you those. We also have another post in mind to help you with a curiosity marketing post for what Claire's going to talk about. So we're going to be giving you guys things this month as much as we can to basically help you to we're doing the legwork for you. But something that we're also going to do is I'm going to create, after I get off this call tonight, and we'll be sharing all this stuff with you. After we get off this call, I'm going to create a graphic. Claire and I together are going to create a graphic that's going to be basically like your task list, because we have until the 9th to blow this out of the water with the Mother's Day sale. It ain't going to get any cheaper. And we really, truly need to reach as many people as we can with the products. With the fact that it's on sale, with the fact of all the things that we already share with Crunchy. So I want you to think about a few things And then of course that's leading right up to Power Light, which is literally going to be everybody that's going to be a huge day, because anybody and everybody who's ever bought a Crunchy product should get an invite to do Power Light. Whether you're setting up an email system, whether you've set up a text messaging system, which Claire brought to my attention, the Remind app, I think, Claire. So that's something that you can use. It's genius, I think. I haven't done it, but anyway, so there's some things that we can do to try to to where you're working smarter, not harder, right? To where you're not having to message your butt off, but like sharing about all this and really just getting, because we know that the people that already love skincare and all the line, they're going to buy Power Light. Like, I think like 99% of people are going to be like, yeah, I'm in, right? Okay. So with that being said, so I want you to think about, here's some questions I want you to think about. You can write these down if you want. What does your daily task list look like? For me this month, I know that when I'm plugging in, I'm plugging in. This is my goal for myself, which my husband's home all this week. I'm super, super grateful and thankful, but I'm just like, that could get into my workflow, right? But anyway, I'm going to try to stay plugged in. And when I'm unplugged, I'm going to unplug. But what does your task list look like? So when you're sitting down to plug in, what does it look like? Posting, we're going to give you this graphic and it's going to help you, right? But it's like posting in your group, sending 3 messages to quick, whatever, doing a post, sharing your story, throwing something up on stories, curiosity post. Okay. So things like that. And then are you prioritizing your business ahead of other things? So a lot of times I think that our day gets away from us and we don't get to work our business in the way that we wanted to. So how can we flip that? And how can we change that? And how can we either make use of the 10 to 15 minutes gaps that we have throughout our day, or how can we knock some work out at the beginning of the day to where we don't feel at the end like, crap, I need to do something for my business, right? Because then at the end of the day, we can tie up loose ends and we might have extra time and then we can hit it. And then we ended up having, more productivity that day. And then I already talked about this, but I had wrote down, are you throwing out the excuses and the fears? Like if you feel discouraged, so you got to kind of flip it. We're all going to get in our head at some point. You got to figure out how you're going to flip it. And whether that's going back to your why, whether it's just literally telling yourself that you're not alone. Like we're all out here trying to build a business from the ground up, right? It's not like some of us got this figured out and some of us don't. It's literally just trial and error and figuring out what works. So with that being said, I'm super pumped with all the things this month. I truly believe that we can get to our goal. I know so many of you have some big, huge goals this month. And I have no doubt that you're going to make them happen. And something I want you to think about too is we talk about month end magic. And it's exciting and it's fun, right? Last month, the month end wasn't as magical as maybe the prior month had been, simply because and maybe it's because we didn't prioritize our month, because if we are waiting till the end because we work better under pressure, or we're waiting till the end because, okay, we got time, we have all month, we have 31 days, like we've got this, we don't need to, literally that's why every day matters. Every day matters to make it count, because think of where you can be at the end of this week if you plug in now, hardcore, like it was the end of the month. And then then I think that the month end magic is way, way better, because you've had all this momentum leading up to it. You've done all this groundwork, legwork, and it just moves through and flows. And then at the end, you're just you're just closing stuff. And so if you have a big goal this month and you want to outrank your current rank, if you want to earn more income than you've ever earned, I highly suggest that we literally link arms and we just start today as if we're really, going somewhere, because we are. So I'm super pumped. I'm super excited. And we'll be doing some other things. Power hours, we'll be hosting a couple of those, and then advocate opportunity calls, which will let you know. We might go ahead and just create a calendar and start doing that monthly. I think that would be good, Claire, to do, and then post that so you guys kind of have it. And then we can always add things if needed. So I think that's all I had. I'm going to turn it over to Claire and she can hone in on anything else she wants to talk about that I might have left out and share with you what we're super excited about, what we're helping you guys do this week as a team.
Thanks, Tabitha. You always like get me so fired up listening to you talk. So, you guys, this month is exciting. Like the launch of Powerlight is huge. This is something that since I started as an advocate, women have been asking for. Like, do you have an eye butter? No, no, for 3 years now. No, until now. So this is something that women are going to go bananas over, and I'm really, really excited about it. But what I want to talk to you about is doing a group party, a group event. These are super, super fun, and in the past have been insanely effective because you have all the hype, all the energy of all of us advocates within this same party that are all commenting about, you know, our love for the products. We are loving on each other. We're loving on the mission and all the things. And that goes a long way because other women, other guests in those parties, they see those comments and women have FOMO, right? So it's going to attract them to the products and or mission and opportunity. Another thing that corporate has offered the first time they have ever done this in my, history of as an advocate is they've offered to make like these personalized guest appearances in our events. So I submitted a date last week to corporate, and we're either going to have Chris, Melanie, or Kelly tune in to do like a guest appearance live to our personal event, which is huge because they're going to sell on the mission, the products, and the advocate opportunity. And they do it so eloquently and take away that ick that some of us feel in presenting it. So they're doing half of the work for us. All we literally have to do is follow up and circle back, water those seeds that they plant, and go from there. Tabitha and I are we really want to do like a collaborative welcome, and I'll post details on what I want you guys to submit to me. It's basically going to be each person sending me a one-liner sentence about like various types of mothers, because in a Mother's Day event, we cannot rule any variety of mother out, right? We all know that there's mothers struggling with anxiety, depression. We've got mothers, wannabe mothers trying to conceive, dealing with infertility. We have women who may have lost mothers, and that kind of hits them differently. And Mother's Day is something that's like really, really exciting for us to celebrate as moms, but it's also a day that can kind of like feel like a dagger to the heart. So we want to make sure that we're conscious of those women. So, I'm thinking, we post this welcome video and say, I said, food allergy moms, welcoming to food allergy moms. And Tabitha had her little dogs or something and said dog moms. And if we have any cat moms in the house, they had cat moms, and like mothers with PCOS, mothers with, anxiety or something like that. And each one of us just kind of make sure that we appropriately address anyone that could be attending our event, just to give them a warm welcome. And we'll post that first thing Thursday morning. And this event is going to run Thursday through the 12th, launch day of Powerlight. That is strategically planned because we want to finish out this Mother's Day skincare sale strong, and having the power of our community to help each other close it out strong is going to be hopefully beneficial for all of us to start out the initial stages of our month really strong so that we can end it strong as well. And then through Mother's Day weekend, We'll have various posts, some tutorials. Tabitha and I are going to do a live to talk about endocrine disrupting chemicals. And then Chris or someone from corporate, I believe, is going to be attending our party on the 11th, and then launch day being on the 12th. And then we can segue in conclusion to this event, offering up, anyone that's still interested or has additional questions to either circle back to their advocate that invited them, or to tune into our opportunity call later on in the month, which we'll have a date set by then so we can proactively plan that out. But how we do group events too is, as you guys invite women into this event, you have to stay organized, okay? You have to make sure that you have a list of women that you're inviting in. And I told Tabitha that I would suggest putting all the women that you invite into this event in like maybe a group messenger, so that that's the way that you can easily follow back up with them and say like, did you guys catch today's tutorial on skincare or something like that? If you haven't, go check it out. You can even like link the event via messenger, so it's an easy click for them, so they don't have to search in the event, and they can just click on it, go to the event. And that's also where you would drop your link for them to hopefully purchase from you. But so stay organized, make sure you have a list of women that are attending, and you have an efficient way to circle back to them, provide your link, and just follow up on event specifics. But in the next couple of days, what I would highly suggest you doing is offering up samples. So going into this event, you have women that are already going to be hopefully receiving their sample bundles by the end of the week. Offering samples up at the beginning of the month is also a strategic play, because women sit on them, right? Sometimes you have to follow up like a couple times. They're like, oh, I keep forgetting or something. You're like, yo, bro, they're going to dry out. Like, I spent all that time packaging them, try them, no. But sometimes they sit on them and it takes them a couple weeks. So you may get, 1 or 2 orders in that first week. But if you send out 10 sample packs, some of them may sit on them till the end of the month. So you're really setting yourself up for success if you offer up those samples in the first week. And then obviously going into this event, if more women have samples in hand and can testify on their love for the products, the better, right? So let's create as much ammo as we possibly can, and then just hit it hard. And we're going to delegate tasks, because I really want a lot of us to show our faces. Like this, Tabitha and I are going to spearhead it, but it can't be like the Tabitha and Claire show. Like, people want to buy from you. And we want you guys to confidently show your faces and know that you're loved as part of this community too. So yeah, I think that's kind of like a high level overview. And really like your first task is, I'm going to post about sending me a clip for the video, which I'd love everyone to submit a little one-liner for this welcome video. And then offering samples. So those are 2 like simple things that you can task yourself with this week, and then just invite women in. We'll get the group set up. We'll post when it's ready for everyone to start inviting gals in, but you can already start those lists on who you want to invite and stuff like that, so you can stay organized. I commented a little earlier that I call it like waking up on offense. Like, I hate feeling like I'm on defense the second I roll out of bed. I hate that feeling, and it's easy to feel that way with an 18-month-old running around. But when I can get up and get, an hour of focus time in, I feel just so much better. So Yeah. Did I miss anything, Tabitha?
No, I don't think so. Does that make sense to everybody? Like, does everybody understand that we're doing like this team wide, basically event, Mother's Day event together, which we haven't thought of a name yet, but we're trying to encompass it, like Claire said, to not just be directed towards moms, because like it's not just about moms. So I mean, really women in general, but it's Mother's Day. So we were trying to kind of come up with kind of so if anyone has something that they think would be catchy, then throw it our way. But no, I mean, I think that's great. I'm super pumped about just being able to do this together, and we've not done anything like this. And I'm super pumped just to add people and kind of get, because basically you're getting, I always say this, it's like if I'm presenting to you guys all the time, you know, or Claire's presenting to you guys all the time. Like everybody relates with people differently. And to have the opportunity for corporate to come into our event and actually share about the mission and about the advocate opportunity, like it's pretty freaking huge. So thanks to Claire for reaching out, because Elite, we had the chance to get them in one of our events, and instead of just putting them in like an event that's specifically for one of us, like why not make a team wide thing to where they're really seeing hopefully the community and really just seeing what is possible, you know, with Crunchy. So does anyone have any questions? We'll keep you updated with our team page and our thread and all of that. But yeah, exactly. I would do participation giveaways too. I think that would be super fun. So yeah, I think it's going to create tons of momentum, tons of excitement with the sale and with Mother's Day, and then leading up to Powerlight. I think it's just going to be huge. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I suggest that you guys, if you can, I'm going to try to do this. My husband doesn't get home tonight till like 11 something. So I'm going to work after the kids go to bed. And I'm going to kind of try to cover as much ground as I can to just get women hopefully involved with the event, because something that is really, I think, a good thing to do is if you've had anyone on the fence or anyone just straight up tell you no, those people are so like good options to put in this event, because they're getting exposure. They're getting more exposure. It's free. You're just like, hey, I just wanted to reach out. Like, I know I had asked you before, but we're running this event. And I just thought you might like to be kind of a fly on the wall and check out what, you know, all the things. So, so don't overthink it. Just get bodies in that event so that we can, you know, be able to basically work together to create clients and hopefully new advocates for you guys and your teams. So just a perfect way to plug people in. So, all right, well, I think that's it. I'm going to send you guys, as soon as we get off here, I'm sending you guys the post that I created for the business opportunity. And I'll share with you guys, or we'll share with you the one Claire did, so you guys can get that up tonight if you want. I just suggest getting a picture, whatever picture, and put that with it. Tweak it if you want, make it your own. But you're welcome to use it and just kind of pique some interest with the business and all that. So, okay, you guys, thank you so much for jumping on. Have a good Monday, and I'll be in touch. Bye.